Had a company called By Any Means. He was actually J. Cole's first manager. And we ended up connecting with Kevin Lyles at KWL and kind of just forming like we were their creative team more or less when they had Sean, Trey. That's when 300 came in. So, you know, early Migos at that time, early Young Thug at that time. And we were just all on Park Ave with fucking Kev, Lyor, and Todd, just
doing the creative.
What the fuck are we doing here? type shit. Lyor sat across from me in a desk that's like this.
Wow.
Like not in a cubicle.
That's fucking fire.
And he would just ask me the most intimidating questions all the time with no context. Why should I know you? I don't know.
I was going to say, I feel like he could say anything and be intimidating.
He's an intimidating guy for sure. Really, really nice guy though. But he's intimidating as fuck.
Like, I'm real tight with his brother Madi, but I've never met Lyor. But I just watch all his interviews, and I'm like, this dude, I heard he's really tall.
Yes.
And he just seems like he's just...
He speaks like a Russian hitman.
Yeah.
And he just leads with like every question is odd. To start to meet somebody with, why do I need to know you? And you're like a 19, 20-year-old kid. You know what? You don't need to. I'm going to just go home.
You don't need to know me, bro. You're rich. Like, I mean...
But no, that speaks to kind of why I think Lyor, amongst a million other things, has been so successful in this business. I was just some random kid that was doing shit. And he was like, yo, why... That wasn't a try to shit on me question. That was a try to get to know me. Here's your opportunity to tell me what you guys can do. And no, I didn't say I just want to go home. Right. I showed him stuff we were doing for the smaller artists on 300 of like social clips and like we built.
Was this the Mike Stud era of 300?
No, it was this kid from he's from Washington, not DC, like state. I forgot his name, but we were doing a lot of stuff for. Yes, this guy named Macklemore.
Travis Thompson.
Shout out to Travis. So yeah, was the early stuff before like Palooza and the pod hit and everything. I'm sorry if I bored people with my story. I never think people want to know that.
So you have like a real. I feel like not a lot. Like maybe people are just, you know, a lot of people see your guys' clips and they don't really necessarily dive all the way in because you guys have like 2 or 3 hour long episodes.
Yeah.
So you have like real roots in the music industry.
But and both sides too. Like I did the label shit, I did the creative shit, I did the independent shit. Like I've kind of had every single aspect of the music industry, which I'm happy about.
And then you guys obviously created a dope brand, Henny Palooza, which toured, I mean...
For forever. Then to Duce Palooza.
Yeah, Duce Palooza. Is Duce Palooza now, or is it still a thing?
It's not a thing, no.
Okay, it's done.
I don't know if I'm officially allowed to say that, but we're not coming back.
It's over.
Yeah, sorry if we didn't have like more of a whole closing type thing. But yeah, we ended at the Barclays.
That's a way to
COVID,
do it.
Seriously, jokes aside, was a huge part of that. And then also, after COVID, like, we all got kind of old.
Right.
Like, that shit becomes exhausting when you're traveling around the world.
Drinking.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
It becomes really, really tiring. So, I mean, it was an era. It was an incredible thing. I think it's in the lineage of parties within the culture. Like, I think...
It's up there.
In no way am I, like, saying we're the tunnel, but for our era, like, that's a staple for our era as far as what was going on in hip hop at the time with parties. And 100%. I think we changed how parties are now. Like the day party is the thing now. The branded party is the thing.
Right.
The clubs.
It's the thing.
The clubs are have been dying. I think they're trying to make a comeback with these new set of kids.
Yeah.
These new set of kids are naive.
I just opened a club in Scottsdale and it's like it's been fucking great. It's been amazing. But we've been lucky. We kind of filled, there was no hip hop clubs left in AZ, so we opened a spot and opened it right before Super Bowl.
Whatever happened to that rapper Juice from...
He goes by Richie Evans now.
He was really dope.
Still is dope. Richie's dope. He's OG Muggs, my boy OG Muggs manages him, who's like Tech 9 security and E40 security, and he just performed at Gary V's VCon.
Okay. A little different than Black Wall Street, but yeah.
He goes by Richie Evans now.
He was dope. I always liked Juice a lot.
Juice was dope. Yeah. The Black Wall Street. And then we had Hot Rod, who was signed to G Unit, and then we had Willie North Pole, who was signed to Ludacris.
I remember Willie North Pole, and of course I remember Hot Rod. Hot Rod had a record with Mary J.
He did. It was called Be Easy. Mm-hmm. And the thing about Hot Rod is he still lives in Arizona. He's kind of like a social media, like he runs some funny pages and stuff. Shout out to him. I think his shit's Good Times Jackson on Instagram. But he was really from Sacramento, so Arizona really never embraced him like that because he was from Sacramento.
Okay, well we all thought he was from
Arizona. He repped AZ.
That was a weird time in G Unit. To begin
super
with.
Weird. That was like when you could tell it was like, I remember when I was super excited that MOP and Mobb Deep were on G Unit. Blood Money was a decent album. There were some good singles on there. MOP never dropped an album on G Unit, did they?
Not that I remember, no. But I thought, even in my young, naive time at that, when they signed Mobb Deep, I love Mobb Deep, and I didn't think it was over for Mobb Deep. I just thought it was weird that G Unit was signing acts older than them. And I was like, this is odd.
The MOP signing.
And I love MOP.
Warriors is one of my favorite albums. I fucking love MOP. I was like, this is cool. Like, shout out to, as a kid, I wasn't thinking to myself, like, why is 50 signing guys that are older than him and underground as fuck?
Yeah.
I was just like, this is lit. Like, I didn't think anybody was liked MOP but me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just figured it was all some petty shit behind the scenes. Because wasn't MOP on Rockefeller?
Yep.
Then I think.
Yes.
And then there was some other G Unit petty beef that he also signed.
That
the
actually
Mobb Deep
makes
thing.
a lot of sense.
There was something going on.
Fuck you, Hove. I'm signing MOP. By the way, the You Don't Know remix. It's the only version of the song I prefer.
Yeah, I agree.
Blueprint 2. You know what I mean?
I'm glad this is the only podcast I can have Juice conversations on. This is why. Sorry I didn't cover my regular press run shit. I just want to talk about Juice from Arizona.
Shout out to Juice. Richie Evans.